Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for the, this is going to be a bonus reading. It's a little too early for me to do mid-monthly readings, so we are going to see what you don't see coming. You have this open to discovery card and this uncharted sea card. They're both very similar, so and we are definitely in a time where we need to explore the unknown. Like literally every single person I read for gets something about kind of like stepping into the unknown or doing things that you've never done before. As I've said before, I feel the universe is trying to get people to experience variety. You know, they say variety is a spice of life, right? And I feel that also the universe is trying to get us to innovate. We have Pluto and Aquarius, and Pluto and Aquarius is all about innovation and, kind of like learning and doing things in a different way in pretty much all areas of our lives. So when we work with the energy, we get the benefits, and, that's why, that's why this is happening. You have the Queen of Pentacles coming up as how you are entering into the reading. Pretty good. I read Queen of Pentacles as Capricorn, but, could be your energy Virgo as well. So this could just say that you are showing up in a very strong position here, which is good. Whenever you show up as yourself, it puts you in a position of power and strength. Queen of Pentacles is all about resources and kind of gathering your resources. I feel one thing you don't see coming is that your resources are about to increase. You have the Nine of Pentacles in the area of your future feelings, which is amazing for, making more money, but it doesn't even have to be money. It could be any type of abundance that you are creating here, and so that looks amazing. Your crossing energy is the Two of Cups. Now, the crossing energy can be what hurts you or helps you in a Celtic cross. Two of Cups is like a perfect match, and for some of you, there is some stuff about love showing up here. Like maybe you're looking for love. If you want love, I feel you have to heal your heart, which we'll talk about in a minute. But really, what I feel this is saying is that you need to make some time to listen to your higher self. I always read the Two of Cups as you and your higher self, and we have to tap in to our higher self energy with the Two of Cups, and we have to communicate. We have the Staff of Hermes right here. And the Staff of Hermes is Mercury, and so the Two of Cups is all about communication. And I feel that if you are feeling lost, I don't feel this is true for all of you, but, for those of you that are feeling lost or uncertain about the future or whatever, that, meditating or whatever it is you do, like for me, it's like going for a walk, right, is when I really tap into the energy. And, I would find something to do where you can tap in and listen, because I feel that's where you're going to get the answers that you need. Next, in the area of what's on your mind, you have the Ace of Wands. Amazing. Definitely very good. This part of the reading represents, what's on your mind or the area of your thoughts. The Ace of Wands is out with the old, in with the new, and usually the Ace of Wands represents a passionate new beginning. So if you are thinking about starting something new, or if you are being inspired to create something new, this is a very positive energy, and what you don't see coming is that this could be very successful. So I definitely feel that it could be a very good time for you to work on new projects or new inspirations, especially if these ideas are inspiring you. That means that, when that's like having one of those ideas where you can't sleep, or where you wake up early in the morning thinking about it. If you are having those types of ideas, those are the things that I would be working on. Next, in the area of your foundation, you have the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is a very good foundational energy. She is bold and assertive. She kind of marches to the beat of her own drum. I always say that she is my card of learning as you go, and you have the open to discovery card and the uncharted sea card. So if you are doing anything new or moving in any new directions that you aren't sure of, the Queen of Wands just basically says that, no one who's ever done anything knows what they were doing. Everybody's just lost, right? And so I feel like the Queen of Wands should be giving you confidence on your journey or on your adventures, because she's basically saying that you can learn as you go. She is also following her inspiration. She has this sunflower right here, and the sunflower points towards the sun. So I feel it would be an amazing time for you to follow that Ace of Wands. Any inspirational ideas, anything that's exciting you, those are the things that I would be working on. And again, this reading is what you don't see coming. So you might not see how successful whatever this is could be. And I feel like you need to do it, whatever it is. Next, in the area of the past, this is the energy of what you are moving past. You have this ultimate fulfillment card. It says you are now entering a time of peace, happiness, and emotional fulfillment. You have this family heritage card. It says it's time to get back in touch with your loved ones you have been away from. It is a really good time for family, even though this is coming up in the past. I just energetically, all the readings I've done have all pretty much said something about family. So even though it's coming up in the past, I think it would be a great time for you to still, even now, spend time with family. And clearly, again, you could also be entering into a time of fulfillment. So that looks good as well. You have the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is kind of like the seed of an idea. The Ace of Wands is the root going down into the soil. So, maybe you've already started something that is inspirational to you or exciting to you, or you've kind of like planted the seed. And so with the Ace of Wands, we have to really nurture it. We also have to really nurture the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles has this garden here, and so it's usually something like an opportunity where we have to water it, fertilize it, feed it, give it sunlight, all that other good stuff. So I feel that you really have to nurture that Ace of Wands. I also say that the Ace of Wands is like a spark, but it's only just a spark. You have to keep putting wood on the fire to get it to grow. So with the Ace of Wands, we have to make sure that we are giving something we care about more energy, and that's what I would do there. Next, in the area of your very near future, you have this Thriving card, which is amazing, and you have this Truth card. So the Thriving card says things are growing, and we actually already see this because we also have the Nine of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles also says that things are growing, things are progressing. We are in a time of truth as well. We will see a lot of truths coming out. I've literally been saying this for years, and there's a lot of truths that are being revealed at this time. We will see more celebrities getting exposed, things like that, right? On a personal level, we just have to live our own truth. And so we are in a time where it's like if you're doing things you hate, you're going to have a very hard time doing those things. So we really need to make sure that we're pushing more towards the thriving energy, and we're doing things that make us expand, make us feel fulfilled, all those things. So the truth is very important at this time as well. Next, in the area of the very near future, you have the Four of Cups. Four of Cups is about being disappointed with what you have manifested so far. He is disappointed with these 3 cups, and now he has this new cup that's reaching out and making him an offer. But he is maybe afraid to accept that new cup because of his past experiences. The Four of Cups I look at as a card of ingredients. He is maybe trying to manifest a cake. He's manifested the flour, the sugar, the eggs, but now he needs to mix it all together and pop it in the oven. So he's disappointed because he didn't get the cake, but really he has everything he needs to create the cake. So I feel that you need to realize, and maybe what you don't see, is that you have all the ingredients for success. I feel like you're working on a specific opportunity here, Virgo, like could be a work or career opportunity, could be anything. And what you need to see that you don't see is that you have everything you need to make it successful. You just have to mix it all together and pop it in the oven. And that's what I would do here with the Four Cups. Next, in your outcome position here, you have this dream job. It says, did you ever think you could get paid just for being yourself? Maybe that's what's happening here. You have this retirement card. It says, working hard can be a thing of the past. Love it. Yeah, the Nine of Pentacles doesn't really work hard. She's pre-Empress energy. And, the Empress doesn't really force anything to happen. All the Empress has to do is wave her scepter in front of her, and the wheat in front of her will grow. So for a lot of you, again, you could be finding easier ways to work. Next, in the area of the next few months, you have the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is the Wounded Warrior, but he has this one wand that he's holding on to. We have the Ace of Wands, which is one wand. He also has these past 8 wands behind him, which represent all the experiences that he's been through. Guess what? You have the Ace of Wands to the Four Cups. The ingredients need to be mixed together. The 8 wands behind him are the ingredients that he needs to mix together to make this new inspiring thing more successful. So those 8 wands represent everything he's learned, all the lessons, all the things that he's been through. And all he has to do is apply those lessons to new situations, and he will be successful. So this reading is adding up very nicely, I would say. Next, in the area of your closest relationships, you have the Three of Swords. This is all relationships in your life. And the Three of Swords can represent heartbreak and sadness. The thing with the Three of Swords is that the Three of Swords can say you need to heal your heart. Those swords are in your heart. And I feel you have been doing this for a very long time. I mean, we've talked about it in many of your past readings, that a lot of you, Virgo, seem to be like working on heart-based healing, basically. And so I really don't feel heartbreak here. So if you're in a connection or something, like, I wouldn't worry about this. I mean, obviously you're all different, but I feel this is more talking about you healing yourself. And I feel it would be just an amazing time to do that. Maybe what you don't see is that this will create much better connections in the future by doing this. So I would work with that energy. Next, you have the Nine of Pentacles in the area of your future feelings. A really good card to have in the area of your future feelings. The Nine of Pentacles is a card of gratitude and luxuries. So you could be feeling very grateful for what you have in the near future. You could also be focusing on your skills. She has these grapes behind her, and grapes in the tarot represent something that is very difficult to grow, but she can do it well. So the whole point of the grapes is that she has a skill that is difficult for most people, but she can do it well. I feel like I've been saying this to you for months. I feel you have a skill that you are kind of like re-nurturing. And again, that has been a continuous message for you, Virgo. And, again, messages, I don't think messages really change all that much from week to week, right? Sometimes there are things that will show up in readings that we are working on for years. Sometimes change takes a long time. So I feel like this is something that you have been working on. But the Nine of Pentacles would say you are feeling abundant because of it. So again, very good for those of you that have like a skill or are developing a skill. But I feel like it's an old skill. Like I feel for you, Virgo, and I know I've said this to you before, that there's like some sort of skill that you've had for a long time. You have the Five of Wands. Five of Wands can represent conflict and competition. Now, the Five of Wands is your outcome. And the Five of Wands I don't really look at as a bad card. These people are using sticks to fight. They're not using swords. So the Five of Wands is about learning from the competition and learning how to rise above competition. We're going to clarify this reading and we'll see what comes up. But I kind of have a feeling that this reading is saying that what you don't see is the parts of you that make you stand out above the competition, since that's what we're focusing on in this reading. And again, Nine of Pentacles. It's all about focus, because she has this falcon right there on her hand, and it represents the fact that she is training her focus. She has all the grapes behind her. She has something that makes her special, that would help her stand out. So again, if you are worried about competition like work or business or whatever, then I feel like you need to realize that you have a lot that makes you special, and you need to use those skills or those things that make you stand out to overcome the competition. With the Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Cups, you have the King of Cups. This could be a new connection for those of you that want love. The King of Cups could be like a very emotionally stable person coming in for you. The King of Cups has explored his emotions to a very deep level, and that's what allows him to be successful, is the fact that he is very much in touch with his emotions. You could also be attracting a person who is like that. With the Ace of Wands, you have the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords says something is dead, done, over with. Guess what? The Ace of Wands also says something is dead, done, over with. This castle in the background of the card is meant to look like it's crumbling. It's out with the old, in with the new. I feel what you could be realizing is that something from the past is going away, and something new is being rebirthed from the ashes of something from the past. He's also making the symbol with his hands here, and it represents a blessing. It's the same symbol that the Hierophant is making on his card. So the Ten of Swords can represent a blessing in disguise. And, I feel that some of you will be, what you don't see is that a new beginning is going to be a blessing in disguise for you. With the Queen of Wands, you have the Seven of Swords. You definitely need to see this. We go Seven of Swords, Queen of Wands, Four of Cups, Nine of Pentacles in this diagonal right here. And so the Seven of Swords is about having a different approach to whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. Instead of going to war, instead of entering into competition with the Five of Wands, he is stealing those swords from the army. And so he is approaching something from a different angle. He's being tactical. I feel like that's what you need to see, and what you don't see is that you might have a different approach, and that is probably what's going to make you stand out, right? It reminds me of like YouTube. It's like I teach YouTube on the weekends and just for fun, and so many times I'll see people where it's like what they are afraid, like the approach that they want to take, that they fear, like thinking, oh, I can't be like this because that's not how YouTubers are, is like exactly the thing that would make them stand out, is exactly the thing that makes them special. And that's what I feel here. It's like there is, what you need to see is that your different approach is actually going to be the thing that makes you stand out. It's going to be the thing that makes you successful. With the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Pentacles. A really good card for putting in the work to this Ace of Pentacles. Remember, with the Ace of Pentacles, we really have to nurture the Ace of Pentacles into existence. We have to water it, feed it, fertilize it, give it sunlight, all that other good stuff. So I feel like you are kind of like nurturing something into existence. With the Four of Swords, you have the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is the card of gratitude and luxuries, as we already said. Definitely very good, because we have the Nine of Pentacles twice here. There is clearly a skill that you need to mix together. And I don't know what that skill is, but, I feel that a lot of you, it's like, I feel Virgos that are alive today have reinvented themselves, like have basically gone through multiple reinventions, like especially in career. It's like maybe you had one career and then you had something that was completely different, and now you have something else that's completely different. But like, what is in common with those different things that you've done, and how can you add that together to get something great out of it? I don't know. I'm not you, but that's what I would be thinking of with these Nine of Pentacles. It's like there's some sort of like intersection, or there's some sort of connection between the things that you have done in life. And if you could discover what that is, I think it would be really amazing for you, Virgo. It could be like a skill that makes you a lot of money or makes you very successful. With the Nine of Wands, you have the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is also holding on to one wand, and the Page of Wands is just simply excited for the journey that he's about to go on. So he doesn't have any real proof that what he's going to do is going to work. He just follows his enthusiasm, follows his excitement, and that's what I feel you need to do here. With the Three of Swords, what do you know? You have the Page of Cups. For those of you that do want love, then I would say healing your heart will bring love into your life very quickly. I feel like there could be a really, really solid connection coming in for you here. So if you want love, definitely a very strong possibility. It looks really, really good. And I feel like healing your heart is going to be the thing that brings it in to your life. If you don't want love, this could just be people in general that, you maybe want new connection, or maybe you want more supportive connections. I feel healing your heart will help you attract the right people. With the Nine of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is a rushing energy. I definitely wouldn't rush at this time. Knight of Swords is my card of kind of like getting very close to something. Let's put it this way, is in a reading, it's almost like he runs up to a certain position in the reading, and now he's running away, right? So it's like he's gotten very close to his goal, but then he gets scared and he runs away. And I kind of feel that's what the Knight of Swords is saying. This is pretty good, very, very good energy in the reading overall. But I do feel that this is saying, like, don't get scared of success, or, don't start becoming successful and then start worrying about things going the wrong direction. With the Five of Wands, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Really good. Definitely could be a change in your fortunes here. And it can also say that if you have been experiencing conflict, that you could be overcoming conflict, or you could be releasing some sort of conflict as well, and, moving past it with the Wheel of Fortune. You have this Carrot card that says opportunity or windfall. Ace of Pentacles, right? And the Nine of Pentacles is kind of like twice, which you have twice, is kind of like windfall energy. So I feel like what you need to see that you don't see maybe is that there's like a solid opportunity coming in for you that's going to have a lot of potential growth. When you think about it, carrots grow under the ground, right? All we see is these gross green leaves growing up out of the ground, but the good stuff is under the ground. So I would encourage you to look into opportunities. Like, you're just looking at the surface level. I feel maybe what you don't see is looking at the surface level of an opportunity. You're not going to see anything special. But if you dig into opportunities that are presented to yourself, that's where you're going to get the good stuff. You have this desk card. It says pay attention to your work. The whole entire reading says that. I feel like you need to look at the intersections of what you do, and that will help you discover what you're good at. Like, a good example for me is I did video before I did YouTube. So I did a lot of video work before I was on YouTube in the first place, right? And so that is the intersection for me. I took what I was already doing, two things that I was already doing, tarot and video, and I put them together, right? So I feel that's what you need to pay attention to. You have this tulip card. It says great passion on it. I feel like you're returning to passion. Ace of Wands down to the Page of Wands. Again, Page of Wands is newly passionate about something. He is excited about a new beginning. So I feel that's what you need to return to. You have this peacock. It says beware of great pride. I feel like we all need to be careful of people that are prideful or whatever right now. Mars retrograde for sure. You have this finger card. It says warning you of a problem either now or in the future. And I pulled another card, and you have this July card here. So I would pay attention in the month of July to what's going on around you and avoid any issues. But overall, really good here, Virgo. I like this a lot. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your month.